Alright, what's up everybody, it's Spiderwolf back for another JJKPhantomparade video. So today we're going to be going over the new events that just dropped like a day or two ago. And also we're going to be doing our free 10 roll that we did get. But before we get started, I would really appreciate you guys drop a like, comment, subscribe, would really help me out. It only takes 2 clicks for at least like and subscribing. I'm trying to get 1,000 subscribers, but with that being said, let's get right into this. So there's a brand new event here. Also, I'm not gonna lie, I've been dying from allergies all fucking day, so that's been such a fucking pain in the ass, not gonna lie. Anyways, yeah, so I've been dealing with allergies for like the last couple or for the whole day basically, technically the last couple days, which has been really annoying. Just the runny nose or whatever, but it is what it is, I suppose. Anyways, I guess we'll probably more interested in this event. So yeah, so this event, there's actually 2 events that we have currently right now, and they both work very similarly. Where basically you just clear any stage you want, use your stamina currency, and then you get a secondary currency. So you get 1 currency for this event, and then you get another currency for, of course, the imaginary realm, which we had. This is a new event, of course, which is event's pretty chill, basically spend your stamina whatever you want, and then you get this energy resource here, and then you can basically choose where you want to go basically. So if you click one of these 3, it'll take you down one of these paths basically, and then you go from here, get some AP pots, some cubes, other resources, more resources here, a summon ticket, some phantom medals, another summon ticket, more resources, 1,000 cubes, pretty cool. We also get some skill materials and some other stuff like that, and then the rest is just resources. So honestly, a pretty cool event. It's very simple. Basically just click on whatever you want, and then you just continue forward pretty much. So yeah, definitely a pretty good event, I'd say, overall to go for. At the very least, I'll only be able to get this one, but yeah, pretty cool stuff. So let's go ahead and head on. So yeah, just click and then basically go like that 1-to-1. Now let's go ahead and go over to the other event for the imaginary realm. Now we do have 1 free 10 roll on the current new banner, which is pretty cool, from the imaginary realm. So we go here, it's against Jogo. Basically he's weak against blue characters, so whatever blue teams you want to rock and roll with, you can go ahead and do that. This is a team I'm running. It's I don't know if it's the best team, but it's an okay team. Basically, I got Yaga here because you can basically just need this, I think, 3 or 4 blue, at least 3. Okay, yeah, so just at least 3 blue characters, so you can run 2 of any color. So probably, I mean, also if you really wanted to, you could probably switch out this Gojo for the domain expansion Gojo, which honestly might be better. And then you would have, you can run something like this, right? Like a Jogo, Sukana if you did pull him, and then the other blue character could be there. For me, I have this Geto, so he's really good. But in terms of other options that you could probably run, I mean, I guess you could run blue Junpei. No, actually, I guess there's not that many other good blue options, than what I got currently. But, you don't always have to do the full blue requirement. And even then, if you do need to, you probably would maybe want to run like maybe a blue Shoko. She might not be too bad to run. I don't know what she does, but let's see. So she applies crit resistance down to the enemy and physical technique damage to the enemy as well. Her ultimate here heals and does some damage and gives cursed energy. Oh no, skill 3. Her ultimate actually heals everybody. Okay, so yeah, not really that useful. A potential character there. I think Junpei might actually be somewhat usable at least. Physical technique decreases all enemies, and then he gives everybody poison, or gives the enemy poison. Then he has attack notification to himself, and then applies 111 curse technique increase itself, so it helps him do more damage. His ultimate here applies 25% damage to increase itself. Yeah, so basically just helping him do more damage for Junpei here. So another decent character, so yeah, I mean, you could probably just choose whatever you want, whatever looks like decent, but I'd say some of those characters might not be too bad. Now, if you guys have been keeping up with the events, and you did do the JJK0 collab event, you should have a fully duped out Maki, so Maki might actually not be that bad to use. She's actually kind of decent, especially since you get her all her dupes for free. So I mean, it's not that hard to get that many dupes for SR characters technically. Yeah, this might be a character. So if you guys don't have that many blue characters, this Maki might actually be worth leveling up for this if you do need another good blue character. And of course, I'm assuming everybody probably has blue Gojo, and then all that comes down to, so if you guys have been keeping up with events, you should already have this Maki. Then you can use this blue Gojo, and then from there you could probably run whatever random blue characters you may have gotten. Now, if you have the newer SSRs like Toge, Blue Momo, like the SSR ones, then yeah, of course, run them, right? But if you don't have those as options, and you only have like the SR or rare or like R characters, then I say just look for whoever might be like, because they're all kind of in the same league, to be honest. Like, they're not like that great. Sadly, there's not that many good blue characters. Yeah, I'd say just go for whoever you really like, I'd say. But probably Shoko, maybe not the best because she's only doing healing and like a slight debuff. This combo might be okay because he does have a stun there, and then he just does some damage here and there. This combo might be a decent option if you have him. And then yeah, because you know Shoko's just a healer. Combo does like a chance to stun and then damage. Junpei is like just damage. Nabarro is just damage. I think Itadori is also damage as well. He does have a target himself, so Itadori might low-key be okay option, kind of. But like a little bit, but yeah, wow. There's really not that many fucking good options for blue if you haven't pulled, you know, the really good SSRs characters. So that kind of sucks. At the end of the day, though, I don't think this one should be too difficult. Granted, I say that, you know, I'm pretty leveled up, right? But I mean, 63,000 CP isn't too crazy at this point in the game, in my opinion. Now, the harder version, right, of course, is going to be SP battle, but this one you want to just use like whatever you want, right? Like whatever is your most powerful, like, you know, characters. Granted, this dude is weak to blue characters specifically, so anybody else who's not blue is gonna like take a lot more damage. But yeah, of course, if you know, Sakana is still available, so if you have, you know, I'm assuming some of you may have Sakana, but I'm also assuming some people might not. But of course, if you do have Sakana, 100% use him. He's very fucking strong, very worth using for sure. And then everything else is up to you guys at that point. But yeah, you know, anyways, in terms of rewards, because I'm assuming you guys are probably interested in that a bit more so. Then again, I looked at the shop. Anyways, basically you have the usual pieces of recollection bit, pieces for skills. You get 5 of the standard, or not standard, but you get 5 tickets for the banner, the current Reina banner. And then of course you have some of the recollection, was it the fucking memory or whatever here? Yeah, the phantom medals and all this other good stuff. Now, you get 5 from the shop. The other 5 are going to come from here, basically from like how many runs you do and how many of this material you collect, basically. So you need about 5k to get the other 5 tickets from here. But yeah, you know, once you have done both, bought them from the shop and then done 5k, you get enough to do 10, which I apparently am missing one. So I'll be right back because I don't know why I'm missing one actually. Alright, so I found it. It was actually my mail. I just forgot to fucking claim it. But yeah. Yeah, so when you do buy anything from that shop, the Legendary Realm shop, it will show up in your mail, so you will have to collect it from there to actually, you know, obtain it. But yeah, anyways, we got a free 10 roll here. In terms of like who are the big characters here, Toge is the #1 pickup for me, and then the other 2 would be new, but I don't really care about them that much, if I'm being honest. But yeah, 100% Toge would be the #1 pickup here. And I think one of the recollection myths is actually pretty good here as well. So let's see if we get anything good here. Maybe not. You know, I mean, with my luck in this game, it can go either way. And honestly, like, I've been pretty lucky in this game. So if I don't get anything too crazy here, it is what it is. This means I might get more lucky later on. Oh, yeah, they get a character though. Okay, that's cool. Kind of hoping to beat Toge because Toge is really good. Though I say that as, you know, I literally already have like Sakana, the best DPS in the game, who's also blue, right? So we have the king of DPSs in the current state of the game. That's all, you know, for one color, right? You know, I kind of don't, you know, mix either way, right? Oh, we got Miwa, blue Miwa. Okay, I mean, she's new, sure, I guess. Not gonna let Toge would have been better, but okay, fuck it. New character, I'll take it though. Miwa, this blue Miwa is actually a defender. To be honest, all the Miwas are like panda, which they're like defenders, though Miwa's more of a counter character. But hey, I'll gladly take another blue character, you know, I'm down. She's not super crazy, but you know, she's not too bad either, you know, not too bad either, so yeah. I'll probably level her up at some point, not like fully, but like I'll level her up at some amount. But yeah, that pretty much does it for it though. You know, hope that helps you guys out. Sorry if my like energy is a little bit low, maybe compared to some other videos. Like I said, these allergies have been beating my fucking ass like all day today and then the last couple of days as well. Also, yeah, the way these work basically is you basically can select who you want and then you do one paid 10 roll to do it. So basically there's like 6 different banners basically, you know, you got one here, 2, 3, 4, 5, or can be like 5 banners, but yeah. Got like 5 of these suckers in here. I mean, they're pretty good, you know. If you are interested in paying, because you can literally select like, you know, Team Gojo. You can select Toji. You can select Green Ghetto, Team Green Ghetto, right? So you can select a lot of good characters. The only one that probably has the weakest value is, I'll be honest, is probably this one. This one's probably the one that has the weakest value. Because yeah, these characters are good. More so, you know, Toga and Momo. But at the same time, Red Banner, limited character Toji until our first anniversary. Limited banner Green Ghetto, you know. Same thing with Team Gojo. They're, you know, limited characters. So like, out of all the colors, the highest priority will probably be between the red one here, just because of how good Toji is and how limited in terms of like how many good red DPS characters in the game. So Toji would be a good pickup. And then yellow, because, you know, yellow Gojo is really, really good. Though, you know, I can't use them with the main expansion Gojo, and then some of the caveats here and there. But yeah, another great pickup here. But yeah, with that being said though, I'm gonna head out. Sukana will be here for about another 11 days. By the time-ish when this will get uploaded, so it'll still probably be about 11-ish days that this guy will still be out. 100% recommend. As for dupes, honestly, it's up to you, but I would just recommend getting at least one copy of the character. I don't really think dupes are really worth chasing in this game. I just would highly more so recommend, if you're interested in giving dupes the characters, just like, you know, use the shop currency, you know, wait it out, grind it out from the shop. You know, over time you'll get enough materials from the exchange shop here to actually be able to fully dupe out a character. So that's what I would personally recommend, is just to kind of like wait it out, and then for the dupes basically for characters. Because it's like, yeah, you know, you could like do more summons to try and get more dupes, but I don't think chasing that is worth it. Like I would highly recommend just to like grind up these materials up here, and then just to like over time gradually obtain more and more of these shards, which are a little bit rare, definitely rarer than the other two here. But I would recommend, you know, do the long haul, grind these out instead, because wasting like almost another like full pity, like 75,000 cubes on a banner like this, if you already have the character, is just not worth it in my opinion. It is just not worth it at that point, just because even though the character is good, chasing dupes if you're not a whale or like at least maybe a dolphin is not worth it. I'd say at the very least just go for one copy, and then stop there. You don't really need to get worried about dupes, I'll be honest. But yeah, with that being said, I'm gonna see all you guys later, probably for the, I think we're gonna be getting, yeah, we should be getting a new news update very soon, in a couple days here, for what is going to be coming out in the next 2 weeks, which is most likely going to be the Shibuya stuff with like Mekamaru and then I think another character or something. So be on the lookout for that. But with that being said, guys, I'm gonna head on out. Good luck, guys, summons. Hopefully, you know, good luck to, you know, your guys' summons as well for this banner. If you guys are trying, you know, maybe you guys get something good. And any of you who are still summoning for Sukana trying to get him, good luck to you as well, because Sukana is a very, very good character, and I highly recommend trying to get him. But as I was saying before, I'm heading out. Peace and take care, everybody.